Have you ever wondered if those who have passed on are watching over us? The idea of the deceased observing the living has fascinated humanity for centuries undoubtedly. Some believe that the souls of loved ones remain close, guiding us with unseen hands. Others think that once a person leaves this world, they simply fade into eternity, no longer watching or interacting. While the answer to this mystery may never be fully known, one thing is certain: the lives we lead and the choices we make are seen in ways we may not always understand. But here's the thing: we don't need to worry about whether the dead are watching us. What truly matters is whether we're living our lives in a way that makes the most of the time we have. What if, instead of questioning whether dead people watch the living, we ask ourselves, what would we do if they could see us? Imagine for a moment that those who've passed are indeed watching over us, whether it's a beloved family member, a cherished friend, or someone who left an indelible mark on your life. What would they want for you? What would they want to see you become? They would want to see you live fully, to chase your dreams with passion, to rise after each fall, to be kind to yourself and others, to embrace every moment with the knowledge that life is fleeting and precious. If the dead were watching, they'd be rooting for you. They'd want you to make the most of every second, because that's what they would want for themselves. That's what they wish they could still do. Now, here's the kicker. Even if they're not watching in the literal sense, the truth is that the ones we've lost are forever with us in spirit. Their lessons, their love, and their memories shape who we are. The choices we make today are a testament to how we honor them and how we continue the legacies they left behind. They may not be able to walk beside us physically, but their influence remains. And that's why we owe it to ourselves and to them to live our lives with intention, purpose, and gratitude. Every day you wake up, you have the chance to carry forward the dreams, values, and hopes of those who came before you. You have the power to make your story something worth watching, something that will inspire others to be their best selves. Whether or not the dead can see us, know this: the way we live today is a reflection of how we respect the memories of those who came before us. So, do the dead watch the living? Maybe. But more importantly, we need to live in a way that we're proud of. We need to live with a sense of urgency, appreciation, and love for the time we have. The clock is ticking for all of us, and the best way to honor those who've passed is to live fully in the present. You are here for a reason. You are here with a purpose. Your life matters. Let's not waste it. Make every moment count. Live in a way that makes you proud, knowing that your actions today are the echoes of the past and the foundation for the future. Live for the legacy. We all have a story, and whether we realize it or not, every single day we are adding to that story. The choices we make, the actions we take, and the way we live all contribute to the legacy we'll leave behind. When we think of legacy, we often imagine something monumental, a grand achievement, or a famous name. But legacy isn't just about fame or accolades. It's about the impact we have on those around us and the way we live our lives. It's about living in a way that matters, that leaves a mark long after we're gone. To live for the legacy means to live intentionally. It means living each day as if your future self and those who follow in your footsteps will look back and see what you've done. It means considering how your actions today will influence the world, your family, your friends, and even strangers who will never meet you. It's about being aware that the way you treat others, the values you uphold, and the goals you strive for will shape not only your future, but the future of those who come after you. We don't always think about it, but we're all creating a legacy right now. Our words, our actions, and our decisions today will be remembered in the lives we touch. Now think about the people who have shaped your life, the mentors, the family members, the friends. What kind of legacy did they leave for you? How did they live their lives, and what impact did that have on who you are today? When you live for the legacy, you are consciously choosing to live in a way that reflects the values you want to pass on. The truth is, legacies aren't built by chance. They are built through deliberate, consistent actions over time. It's about living with purpose and striving for something greater than yourself. This means focusing on the things that matter: relationships, kindness, work ethic, and the way you treat people. You don't need to be a famous figure to leave a lasting legacy. A simple act of kindness, a meaningful conversation, or the way you show up for others can leave an imprint on the world. Every decision, every interaction, every moment you spend has the potential to create a ripple effect that outlasts you. Now, living for the legacy also means understanding that life is short. We don't have unlimited time to make our mark, and the future is always uncertain. That's why it's so important to live with intention, to be mindful of how we use the time we're given. I don't wait for a perfect moment or for everything to line up perfectly. The time to start building your legacy is now. Start today by showing up as your best self, by working hard, by being kind, and by living in a way that aligns with your values. A powerful legacy is one that transcends your individual life. It's one that inspires others, creates change, and leaves a positive impact. So think about the people you admire, the ones who have made a difference in the world. What kind of legacy did they leave behind? More importantly, what kind of legacy do you want to leave? The good news is that you don't have to wait until the end of your life to start. You can start living for your legacy today, in every choice, every action, and every relationship. When you live for the legacy, you begin to shift your mindset from living for the moment to living for the long term. You start thinking about the bigger picture, about how you want to be remembered, and how you want your actions to affect the future. You start realizing that your life matters, and that you have the power to influence the world in ways you may never even realize. Living for the legacy means living a life with intention, purpose, and a direction. It's about being mindful of the impact your choices have on the people around you and the world at large. You don't need to be a celebrity or achieve grandiose success to leave a legacy. What matters most is the way you show up, how you treat others, and the values you stand for. Every day is an opportunity to build a legacy that will inspire others, change lives, and leave the world better than you found it. But live for the legacy, because the way you live today will echo for generations to come. The power of presence. Awesome. In a world filled with distractions, constant noise, and the pressures of modern life, we often forget the simple but powerful gift we can offer those around us: our presence. In a time where people are always on the go, multitasking, and connected through screens, being truly present can be revolutionary. The power of presence is the ability to show up, be fully engaged, and focus on the moment at hand without the distractions of what's next or what's behind. It's about connecting with others and yourself in a way that deepens relationships, fosters understanding, and allows us to live with more meaning. In many ways, presence is an act of love. When you give someone your full attention, whether it's a friend, a family member, or even a colleague, you are giving them something valuable: your time. In a society where time is one of our most precious resources, the act of being fully present can have a profound impact on the people in our lives. It tells them you matter. You are important to me. It's not just about physically being there, it's about being emotionally and mentally engaged with the person or task at hand. So think about the times when you've had a conversation with someone who seemed distracted. Maybe they were looking at their phone or glancing around the room while you were speaking. It's easy to feel disconnected and undervalued when someone isn't fully present. On the flip side, when someone listens to you, makes eye contact, and genuinely focuses on the conversation, it fosters trust, respect, and deeper understanding. This is the power of presence. It builds relationships and fosters a sense of connection that can't be replicated by surface-level interactions. The power of presence also has a transformative effect on your own life. When you live in the present moment, you can experience life more fully. Instead of worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, you can embrace the now. It allows you to appreciate the small things, the way the sun feels on your skin, the sound of laughter from your loved ones, the beauty in a quiet moment. Presence helps you step away from the chaos of everyday life and connect with your surroundings, giving you the space to relax, recharge, and appreciate what you have. Being present also plays a significant role in personal growth. When you are fully engaged in a moment, whether at work, during a conversation, or in your own thoughts, you open yourself up to new experiences and deeper insights. You can be more aware of your thoughts, feelings, and actions, which allows for greater self-awareness and personal development. Instead of rushing through life, when you embrace presence, you begin to find meaning and purpose in the tasks and interactions you might otherwise overlook. It shifts your perspective from getting things done to living fully. And that change can have a lasting impact on your happiness and well-being. Furthermore, the power of presence is not just about being there for others, it's also about being there for yourself. In a world that constantly demands more of us, it's easy to forget to check in with ourselves. Taking moments throughout the day to be present with your own thoughts and feelings helps you recharge and refocus. It helps you stay grounded and centered in the midst of all the external noise. The more you practice presence, the more you learn to appreciate your own needs and desires, allowing you to create a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. In relationships, the power of presence cannot be overstated. Whether it's a romantic partner, a child, or a friend, people want to feel heard and seen. They want to know that when they are speaking, you are truly listening. They want to feel like they matter. By giving someone your full attention, you honor them in a way that no material gift or grand gesture can. Presence is one of the greatest gifts we can give to others, and is something that can transform both our relationships and our overall sense of peace and contentment. The power of presence is about being fully engaged in the here and now. It's about showing up for the people in your life and being available emotionally, mentally, and physically. It's about living with intention and appreciating the small, beautiful moments that might otherwise pass us by. When you embrace the power of presence, you build stronger relationships, cultivate greater self-awareness, and experience life in a deeper, more meaningful way. In a world that often pulls us in 1,000 different directions, presence is the one thing we can always give that will never lose its value. Living with purpose. And so, in the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to get caught up in the daily grind, the endless list of tasks, deadlines, and obligations. But amidst the constant movement, there's one essential question we must all ask ourselves. What is the purpose behind it all? Living with purpose isn't just about achieving a goal or fulfilling a duty. It's about aligning your actions, thoughts, and emotions with what truly matters to you. It's about discovering what drives you and using that as a guiding light in everything you do. When you live with purpose, you infuse your life with direction and meaning. Every day becomes an opportunity to move closer to something greater than just surviving. It's about thriving with intention. Purpose doesn't just give you a reason to get out of bed in the morning, it gives you something to live for. Something that fills your heart with passion and gives your life significance. Purpose anchors you. Life can be unpredictable, filled with challenges and setbacks that leave us feeling lost or uncertain. But when you have a purpose, it acts as an anchor in the storm. It gives you something to hold on to when things get tough, helping you navigate through difficulty with resilience. People who live with purpose understand that setbacks are not the end, but rather opportunities to grow and learn. Their sense of purpose drives them to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Take, for example, people who dedicate their lives to a cause or a passion. Whether it's artists who create, entrepreneurs who innovate, or teachers who inspire, they find strength in their purpose. They have a clear vision of what they want to achieve, and that vision drives them through hard times. Living with purpose means understanding that life is not just about achieving results, it's about making an impact and living in alignment with your deepest values. Purpose creates fulfillment. Many people spend their lives chasing after external markers of success, money, status, recognition, only to realize that these things alone don't bring lasting happiness. True fulfillment comes from living a life that reflects your core beliefs and values. When you're driven by a sense of purpose, you find joy in the process, not just in the outcomes. Think about moments in your life when you felt truly fulfilled. Maybe it was helping someone in need, reaching a goal you've worked tirelessly for, or simply engaging in an activity you love. These moments of fulfillment are tied to something bigger than yourself. They are moments when you're not just existing, but living in a way that aligns with your heart's deepest desires. The more you live with purpose, the more these moments will multiply and the more satisfied you will feel. Purpose inspires others. Living with purpose also has a ripple effect. When you live authentically with a clear sense of what you want to achieve, you inspire those around you to do the same. Your passion and commitment can motivate others to find their own purpose and live intentionally. Purpose-driven people often become leaders, mentors, and role models simply by showing others what it looks like to live a life full of meaning. This ripple effect can transform not just your life, but the lives of those around you. It creates a culture of purpose where everyone feels empowered to contribute in meaningful ways. Whether you're a parent, a colleague, a friend, or a community leader, the way you live your life has the potential to ignite purpose in others, leading to greater connection, collaboration, and collective success. Purpose makes you resilient. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, having a sense of purpose provides a mental and emotional shield. Life's difficulties can feel less overwhelming when you are anchored in a purpose that keeps you grounded. It gives you the strength to overcome obstacles because you know why you are fighting, why you are pushing forward, and why it matters. Your purpose fuels your perseverance and keeps you moving even when the road ahead is challenging. Living with purpose is not just about achieving goals, it's about living authentically and intentionally. It's about finding meaning in the small moments and knowing that every step you take is leading you towards something greater than just survival. It's about waking up each day with a sense of direction, knowing that your actions align with your deepest values. When you live with purpose, you lead a life that is full of intention, fulfillment, and resilience. You build a life that is meaningful not just for you, but for those you influence and inspire along the way. In conclusion, living with purpose is about aligning your day-to-day life with the deeper values and passions that fuel you. It's about living intentionally with clarity, direction, and a commitment to something larger than yourself. Purpose gives you fulfillment, resilience, and the ability to inspire others. It's what makes your life matter, and it's the driving force that propels you toward a future filled with meaning and possibility. So take the time to discover your purpose. Once you do, everything you do will carry more weight, more power, and more meaning.